and I got you.
Once upon a time, there was a rat named Remy, who dreamt of becoming a great chef, despite his family's wishes, and the obvious problem of being a rat. One day, Remy came across a mushroom that he so wanted to experiment with. In doing so, he entered an old woman's house in search of spices to enhance the great mushroom's taste. "Eek, eek, eek," said the rat, excited at the variety of foods that filled the kitchen. While searching through the house, the old woman awoke, furious of the rat in her house. Frantic, the woman screamed, "Get out of my house!" and pulled her gun from the cupboard. Boom, 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 shooting everywhere, aiming for the rat. Remy eventually escaped and found himself nearly drowning in a drainage pipe that led him to the great Paris. While in Paris, he began secretly experimenting with foods at the famous Gusteau's 5-star restaurant. By a young man named Linguini. Linguini, holding Remy in his hands, was about to throw him in the river, but he found himself feeling sorry for the poor rat, because he looked so innocent, you know, but he couldn't bring himself to doing it. "How did you make such a great meal back there?" questioned Linguini. The rat shook his head. "Well, I don't know. I just love cooking," he said timidly. They made an agreement, since Linguini was a terrible cook, and he wanted so badly to become a chef, just as the rat had. After the agreement, the two began secretly working together while in the restaurant, and Remy hid in Linguini's hat and made wonderful recipes that all of the customers were thrilled to eat. However, there was one old, mean chef who was once fired from the restaurant, and he found out that the rat was helping cook Gusteau's famous recipes, and he reported it to the health department. When the other chefs found out that Linguini was hiding in the hat, well, they all left him to run the restaurant alone, and he was unsure of what to do and how to run the restaurant by himself, so he recruited several other city rats, some of which were Remy's family, to get all the help he could use. Working together, the rats, well, they pulled it off and made the rest of the night a success. Later that night, though, the health department came and shut Gusteau's down because of the rat-infested kitchen. But not long after, Linguini opened his own restaurant, and the doors filled with customers. The rat and Linguini made a great success with their own bistro, lived happily ever after, cooking away, doing what they loved best. The end.